Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. The art of leadership is delegation.
That information is not available. This constitutes all available data.
You know what they say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Good morning, how you all doing? Today we're going to be doing some tidying up, finishing off and get some livery done over here. So we want to get the function, the current function probably going here, even though we've got it down there. So, or we just livery that one up. We'll have a look, and then we're going to do the AF gain as a value, and then the RF gain. Somehow we're going to, and we put some livery here. Okay, so these will be AF gain and RF gain. They'll stay the same. This one's multifunction, so we've got to work out where we're going to put its value. So it'll have an ID number to what level it's on or something. And I need to straighten all these up. And get the AB swap working. We might have to do that manually. Trying to be clever is not working, so we're going to have to just hard code that in, but that should be okay. But I'm probably not understanding it. There is an AB function and a BA function in the cat command. This puts A into B, so well, it actually just swaps. There is a separate swap command, so I'm probably gonna use the different command for that. I got a bit confused because I saw an AB, BA. And now it loads A into B and B into A as you toggle, but there's a command for swap, so probably going to change that to swap, even though so the idea today is to just get the code snippets for what we've done so far tidied up, just the livery sorted out, and nice to get that click action on there to, if you're in scope view or scope, station scope, that you alter the current frequency and then you click it and it puts it into whichever one is highlighted. Maybe, I don't know if we'll get to that, but we'll have a go. Okay, so let's get on with number 45, and the idea today is to try to get everything finished off so we can get on with the filters screen, the digital noise reduction and filters. We've got to work that out as well at some point, how we're going to do it. Right, let's crack on with it then. There we go. This is where we left off last time with the AB VFO swap. I'll just run it up. We'll just run it up and see where we got to. Okay, so we're starting in this screen. We need to start in the main screen because I have to click there to get this screen on. So we've got quite a bit to do, but I'm trying to consolidate what we've got going on already, which means changing the livery there and there. That should be QMB, not OMB, and that should be M to V. That one's okay, that's okay, and that's okay. Right, and oh yeah, we need to stop this saying this, because these buttons got to be programmable like the real radio. But when we go into away from the main screen, click on that, go to station scope, then they'll appear. So we've got a lot to do anyway. Let's crack on with it. So at the minute the AB is not working right. Do we do the AB first? Tell you what, we'll do the AB in a bit, and I'll do some livery stuff first. So the buttons have to be changed and some livery here. That's a bit easier for this time in the morning. So we'll crack on with that. So anyway, let us know in the comments where you're watching from today. Just interesting to see where everyone is. I'm just listening to 2 meters in the background. 14.188.000. Right. Let's just check we've got audio. Right. We have some audio. Right, okay. Didn't do one last night, went to bed, I was a bit tired after working out in the sun all day. Okay, so the first thing we'll do, we'll put some livery on here, I think. We'll try it. So I need to get over to the section here. So you've got the rig canvas, so it'll need to go on top of there. Yeah, so we've got some other stuff going on there. Actually, yeah, so we'll have that there. I'll copy that. What's going on with that? That's not seem to be doing, is it? I'm all in a reverse mode today for some reason. Dyslexia is taking over. It's taking over to the. Oh, you've changed frequency. Why? Why would you change frequency? Anyway, right. So we're gonna let's bring a text block. So we want a text block. We can use that format for now. Just going to copy that over into here to give us another text block. Now the X name, we'll call it function. Oh. That's a bit of a poor radio he's got there, or he's slightly off frequency. Function, I think I've got one called function text block, so function livery text block. Okay, so you won't see a lot because
Italy Zulu 8 November Oscar November Uniform Center Italy 5557. My name is Angelo, Italy Zulu 8 Norway, Oscar Norway.
Angelo. Right, so we just need to move some stuff around.
Okay, Italy Zulu 8 Norway, Oscar Norway, 59 Uniform Center Italy 73.
Okay, so we're going to just move this around a bit. And down. Okay, getting there. So, I'll go back a bit more. And the width is a bit too wide. Not wide enough. Okay, looking okay. Let's take the background off. So the height needs to be changed. Maybe. Does it need to be changed? Probably. Or maybe not. Yeah. So we'll need to come back a little bit. So the top value, come back a bit. Make the height a little bit more. Okay. Let's have a look. I think we need to center. I think they call it multi on the railway. It's called multi. Yeah. Tell you what, let's call it multi. And we'll have a so we've got a weird colour going on. Oh, its opacity's bright, so we like it to blend in. So we'll have a look at that. So we'll probably have to set the opacity on this one as well. So we'll make the font a bit bigger. Right, so I'll have that over there. I'll make this top 10 down. Canvas left. Hang on. Just trying to line it up. Might be better if I zoomed in actually. Let's zoom in a bit. That's better. We can just zoom in. Have a look what's going on. Right, so I just need to come down some more. I need to go up a little bit. And a bit more. Probably a little bit more. Yeah, maybe that's too much. Right, so this one needs to be centered. Horizontal alignment center. What happened? Oh, no. We need to change the text alignment. Text. Alignment. Center. So it's still not doing it. Why is that? Okay, that's because the width is not wide enough. We need to set the width. So let's do it from here. Okay, if we're going to do the width, then we just don't need to set it 12 off. That's it. That's a little bit too big, the font is. Right, what we got so far? It's 2i, it's encroaching onto the AF and RF gain. So okay, let's change the font size. It's difficult, and they've moved off and left us listening to static noise. What a shame. So I'm using the FT891S at the minute. See if there's any more noise down there. They seem to be. I wonder why they have sporadic noise on right where the frequency is that you're trying to listen to. I can't find anything today. I don't know why. Bit early in the morning maybe, I don't know. No, just more noise, so we're not having much luck today. So what we're going to do is we're going to use at some point we're going to have an automatic. I was thinking that we could have automatic filters that it listens for a little while through the microphone, as long as you stay quiet, and it'll try and apply the filters until it quietens it down to a certain level. So that's another thing we could put in. Obviously toggle button on and off, so you get the choice. It doesn't force you into it. Just yeah. Right, so we've got the multi. I'm just trying to look at the original one. So all it does is say it's multi, but I want to put the value on there as well. Now, tell you what, I've got a slightly different idea, but I don't know if it'll work. It might work. See, we've already got, if we run it up, we've already got mode for the function coming on the display. Similar to it's like the FT891S does it here. So when we change the function, oh, sorry, that's not the right one. When we click this one and we change the function, that changes to peak. So then this will affect whichever function you're on. So if you're on RF gain, change it to RF power. At the minute I haven't set it to do anything, but if you go, you can scroll wheel up and down there, but that was something just for getting it tested, but might be a good idea anyway. But what it should do is be able to scroll this, either make that, drag it up and down the value, and then do this. So I'm thinking of having the value change here. So actually, yeah, so we could have, we could keep that there to tell you what mode you're in, what function mode you're in, and maybe show you the value here. So now the value would be a raw value. So whether there's any advantage to seeing what the value is? No, probably not. It would have to be translated into whichever function mode you're in. Let's say if it's showing watts, it would have to alter the watts here, but we've got one there anyway. But if we're in a different mode, like monitor level or mic gain, Vox, see, none of these actually show up on the screen at the minute. So what the goal is, obviously this is mimicking the FT710 screen. Not all this will we want to adjust. I don't think we'll want to mess with the colour, although we probably could change some colours, but contrast and dimmer, I don't think we need it. Not on. It's not as if we're doing a real LCD screen. Some of this other stuff, whether it's even relevant for this radio, I don't know. Processor level, mic gain, yeah, you got things like that. Monitor, don't know. Keyer, break-in, off, I think there's a break-in. CW speed and pitch, they can affect the... They can actually affect it, break delay. So there's some stuff there we could utilise. And you got all these expansion settings here. They're just in to make it so if we do implement them, they'll be in the right place on the screen. You know that. So if you go from 710 to this, you'll immediately know. Oh yeah, I know what that does. Or you know, AES. I have to try and simulate that. Maybe change the tone. But we're not actually directly interacting with the radio that way. But if we put a digi-rig on there, there'll be a mode that you can input the digi-rig as a sound card. Then you can, don't know, there's things you might want to do then. The back button, I don't think we need the back button anymore. It's not, you know, you could click it so it just goes away, or you just click that and it's gone. So we could have 2 extra buttons there, but we want it to stay looking like the 710. Anyway, let's crack on with this then.
Thanks a lot, David. All the best to you. Have a good one and enjoy this wonderful Saturday. And it will be nice to catch you again soon.
So the multi is just the livery side of it. So I need to move the whole thing down. Let's bring it down. So I need room under here for the squelch. Yeah, so there's not really room for a second one. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just hide that one a minute. We'll just get this one down where it needs to be. Stay healthy. I will. And that might as well go bigger now, actually. Yeah, so I'll go bigger. It's just got to go up a bit. I think that's about it. Yeah, and it's too prominent, so it'll have to have an opacity setting on it.
Yeah, multiple station, please come again.
That's probably too much. too much.
Good morning. Thanks a lot that you give me the call. And copy you well. You're the 5 and 9 with Queen Sugar Baker at this moment. My name is Andy, Alpha November, the LT Yankee. And I copy you well in Miss Mike India, November.
Okay. Let's have a look at what it looks like on the real thing. Not too bad. Sort of where it is on the real one. The real one is slightly bigger writing. I think we can afford to go slightly bigger. Let's go slightly bigger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, anyway, my call sign is Echo Uniform 1, Radio Charlie, Echo United, number 1, Radio Canada. So, I missed the name. Unfortunately, I missed the name. By the way, my name is Andy.
So I'll probably be getting a digi-rig at some point to plug into this, so that'll expand the capability of the software, but I'm not in a rush, just need to get the rest working for now. That's okay there, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so then we'll put in the... what does it say? AF? I can't see. Can't see it. AF and RF gate. Oh. AF. Morning, Andy. How you doing?
Yeah, Roger, 100. Yeah, I got here a little bit more. I got around the 800 at this moment. Anyway, I'm really jealous of you for your affordable activity. Absolutely.
Hope you're alright this morning, mate. Got up early. He gets up as early as me, I think. Just going to put the light on because I can't see the front of the radio. AF and can't see it. It's a bit dark under the button there. Let me photograph it. Right, so we've got AF. O shows you the inner part, and RF is the outer. Yeah, AF and RF, and it's squelch. It says RF stroke squelch. So we'll have it. We'll have that one as well. We'll have that one as well. Oh, who we got? Still going strong, let's see. Yeah, we're still going strong. We haven't lost it yet. We're still excited about the project. So, Ian, I am Nick Davis. Okay. Welcome, Nick. I am Nick Davis. It's 13:30 for me, wrapping things up. 13:30. Oh yeah, wrap it. Well, we're not wrapping things up, but we're tidying up the consolidating what we've done so far. Because in order to, what I don't want is loads of bits half complete. So what we don't want is to get near the end, what the perceived end, and then find out we've got loads of unfinished stuff that needs sorting out. So we need to, as we move along, finish them off. Now, with programming, if you to finish stuff off, you need to lock it down. You tidy everything up and you lock the parameters in and stuff. You lock it by physically and programming. But if you want to keep it open because you're not quite sure what you're going to do with it, so then you don't lock it down yet. You get it functional, then you lock it down. if you think you finished with that area of it, like. But if you're not careful, you end up with a lot of unfinished areas, and if somebody said to you, how long have you got left now, it would be a big guess, and it wouldn't necessarily be 1:30 in the morning. Just put your location in, Ian, your rough location. Gives us an idea, see where the listeners are coming from. Andy's in Gosport, South UK. He's right where I'm going to be going on holiday, somewhere around about there at some point next month. So yeah, no problem. Yeah, so what we're trying to do is, before we get it operational so it's functional, and then before we go on to the digital noise reduction and filters and other parts of it, and get the CW decoder working better with information. So the CW decoder, it's just showing you some values, but it's an automatic tracking of the speed. So I want to have a little thing that says estimated speed, so it shows you the speed that it's taking or trying to take the code. So it automatically tracks, it's supposed to, so it's not showing you the value yet. So for CW decoder, so we got loads of ideas, but the idea is to get all the other stuff functioning, and then the function here, as you toggle the function, station scope, DNR and filters, CW decoder, and whatever else we need to put in there, that won't necessarily come straight back to that. What it might do is it might bring up, instead of toggling through like that, it might just bring up something like this, a smaller version, or maybe eventually it will get this big, I don't know, and you just click to the one you're after or scroll it. So I could have main waterfall, and you could have a station scope and your decoder. I want to build in, I'm going to do some FT8 as well, I think, at some point. Built-in FT8 and built-in stuff, anything that we can get out of it, right? But built-in QRZ login and all this kind of stuff. I'm going to have a settings screen, so here I suppose we could have something like this come up on the settings screen, so you can get to it from there, or toggle it, so you know, you can change some stuff. So the idea is to get all the periphery stuff done, all the buttons and logos, and get it operational. Buttons dynamically changing to the mode you're in. Clarifier, we've got to get that working. So we've already got, well, we can split that, so obviously in that cursor mode we've got to get all that working, and get this clarifier to, just got scan 20 meters on it at the minute. That's just a copy of that, but that needs to be able to alter all this one, and little thing there, just like an FT710. So if I press the clarifier, that's not it. I don't know where the clarifier is on this one. That's TX. Yeah, RX. So yeah, that's it. Second button in. So you got, it says CLAR in red, RX. Press it again. CLAR TX. So you can shift the frequency. So and then you've got to be able to do split mode and all sorts. Yeah, so there's a lot to do. There is a lot to do. Yeah, so It's gonna be multiple episodes, so anyway, because I want to use this myself, I will carry on with it until it gets to a point where they'll just say, "Oh, you're just messing with it now," you know, just messing with it. But we'll get it ready. We probably might, once it's functional and the basics are there, we might not do every episode based on it. We'll do some other stuff and then we'll drop back into it from time to time. That's the idea. So I need to just put another one of these up here. So this one's going to be AF RF stroke. Does it say gain? No. Let me have a look at the phone. I've got to zoom into the picture. So AF RF stroke squelch. AF RF stroke SQL. Right, let's just take that back a bit. Now there is a symbol in the middle, just telling you which one is which, but I don't think we need it. So, let's just have a look at that. Can't tell till you run it up. Right, it's not too bad. The other one is wider, it's a lot wider. There is a symbol in there, but I don't have that symbol of inner and outer. Doesn't matter. Could spread it out. I'll spread it out a bit, yeah. So we'll put an extra space in there and a space there and there. We could put an and in there if you like. We need an ampersand if you want an and in anything. I can't never remember the ampersand, so I think it's something like an and symbol. So, oh, there it is. I remembered it. So you have to type all that just to get. You have to have an escape coded and, because it can't show you else. So that's not too bad. So do we space it a bit more? Maybe. No, it's too much. Okay. That'll probably have to do, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's okay. So we've got that there. Now there's no room for the values, so where we put the values? I quite fancy the idea of showing the value on here, just as ingrained in, just in the background so you can see it. Yeah, I quite like that idea. So let's just take that out of there, take that out of there, and we'll need to yeah, copy that, I'll cut it out of there. Okay, so that's them sorted. Just the livery. Okay, and we don't actually need that in there. or that. Right, that'll do. Hit test visible false, so you don't click on it. Right, so that's the livery taken care of. Now I want to go up to the knob, so now that'll be AF gain. I'll try this other one first. So if I click on that, background's transparent. So if I suddenly do that and put that in there, just to see what it looks like. It might not be any good, but try it out. Right, I'm liking that. You won't see the value as you turn it, but when you let go it'll show you what you left it to. Okay, so this is going to be actually function livery. It's a function value text block. So this will be reflecting a value, say what should we say, just a number, I don't know, just say, let's just say 128 for something. So we need to give it a bigger font, so I need to actually bring this down to 100% now. So we need to do canvas top, bring it down, too much. Actually we could probably just tell you what, I could probably just make that 0 and 0 and tell it its text alignment is horizontal alignment center and text alignment center. Oh, so we've already got an entry for text alignment center. We're going to need to give it a width. Width is 34, so have we got a width 108? So we need to make that the same, 108. And the height we could do with making the height the same. The height is 104, so 104 the height. So we'll do text, do vertical alignment center, and I'm going to say is there a text alignment? Right, so we're not, okay, I don't know if there's a text alignment for, we're in center but it's not giving us center because I don't know why. Maybe you can't do that, so we'll have to give it a canvas left top. Oh, unless we take that off, makes no difference. Right, we'll have to manually put this in. So we want it somewhere in the middle. The font size needs to be a bit bigger, so something like that. Bigger, do you want it bigger? Bit bigger? No, we'll keep it like that. So the top, are we there yet? A little bit too high, so that's a little bit too low. It's not too bad. Probably need to go back a pixel. Right, let's have a look what that looks like in action. It's only in the background, so I might have to make, it doesn't want to be too prominent. So when we spin it, it's not blurring out with it. Oh, that's probably a good thing, because you can watch it go up and down as you click. Yeah. Okay. Just got to make sure it's it test visible is false. No, we haven't. Let's make it hit test visible is false somewhere here. I always try and put them in the similar area. We'll put it on the end. So that didn't make any difference, so I'll take that out. Yeah. Oh, what's that doing? Why is that all the way off there? Oh, I see. So the height didn't make any difference either. Just make the height. That's it. Right, okay, so we're going to make it hit test. Is it test visible? False, so you can't click on the actual text, so it doesn't stop you scrolling. So we need to fade it out a little bit, so it's a little bit too prominent maybe. Yeah, doesn't look like it's blending in. Okay, so let's just fade it out a little bit. Right, opacity, we'll just do it off the opacity. It shows through the background then. It's not too bad. That's a bit too much gone. That's okay. Right, okay. Right, so we've got to change the value of that now. Track something. Function value text block. Right, so what we want to do is when we're scrolling, so when we're preview mouse wheel, we're changing the value, so there's a function that does that. Apply knob input to delta. So we've got to work out what value we want from it, because at the minute it's going to give us a delta, which is a plus or minus value depending on where you've scrolled the wheel to. There's a delta. So that's your blur thing. So basically we just need to increment a selection knob. I don't think we're doing that yet. We need to do that for the next bit for tracking which menu. We were doing something with it. Oh, change the function. Ah, if the delta is greater than 0, go right, go left. Okay, change the function menu. So we need to do it from the function menu, because there's many different functions. We can't just set the... Oh, we could do the current function. Well, that'll go to 0 to 255. Let's have a look what we're doing in this function. So direction, depending on the direction. Switch the direction. So oh, it's just function selected menu item, that is. But this won't be. Yeah, that's taken care of, but that's not the one where. Well, it might be actually. Yeah, so it might be. So it'll just tell you the function menu item. No change. If it's anything else other than the ones we've selected, no change. Alright, so we're changing the label there. We've got to work out, we've got to try and work out what it is we're changing. So just could just have it repeat that over here, just so you, when you touch it, you know you're in level, but you can see it there anyway. Never duplicate data, that's the golden rule. Always have one source of data, don't have multiple, it's just causing yourself problems. So, is there any advantage? I thought I was going to have a value. Yeah, because I do need a value on it, because when I go up and down, I'm going to alter. If I'm in level, I need to know what the level is set to. That's it. So the level could be anything. So if you're on level, it'll show you what the level is. That's right. So it's got, and a lot depends on what you're in. Let me just run it up, because I've got to work out how many different values that I've got to accommodate in there. So level, we're on level, so the level will be this level here. There is it's like, yeah, altering the gain or the level of the waterfall display, so then we need to alter that up and down. I think it needs to track just a function level, but we'll have to remember each one. So what we need is an array, so we can remember where we are on the level. Let's do that then. So we've got a function. So we've got our function menu class, so we need to do it from the function menu. So let's go over to function menu, we'll do it all from the same class. Okay, so look what we've got here. We've got some structs. So your function menu, there's your main function menu. It depends on which one we're in. So we need some kind of structure of what the level is. I'll go on the original radio, so if I press function, I'll just switch to peak. I don't know what peak does. What does peak do? Peak, actually, what does it do? Okay, it just selects the current function. Hang on. So go again onto peak, and then we'll go on to peak. And what are we changing? Oh, I see. Once you've clicked on your menu, then you go. So you've got yeah, see, you got level 1 to level 5. LV1, LV2, LV3, LV4, LV5. So that's actually a level. Alright, so we go on to level, and we turn that up, showing our level comes up minus dB. So they've all got their appropriate thing. Everything's slightly different. So what else we got? Mic gain. Right, mic gain, it gives you up to 100. So we need to represent 0 to 100. Right, I just can I cancel out of that? No. I've just changed the mic gain on that radio now, and I can't remember what it was on. I think it was on 50. Let's put it on 50, I don't know. So anyway, they all need to be whichever. To go with these, you need an appropriate minimum, maximum value and a type. So RF power will give you RF power. So let's see how far we've gone down this class. Now we might be straying away a little bit here. Oh, so we do need to give it a value. So we can give it a temporary value, but we need to remember the values. So once we're in the menu, so if you click it and you go back into that one, it brings up the current position and then maps it out to which the minimum, max. So menu direction, function class, there's your text. Get border. Alright, so there's not a lot going on in there. So we need to define a little bit of a class. Yeah, so let's create a little bit of a class. Put the class in here. Going off on a bit of a tangent, but it's got to be done. So this is the function menu, function menu function values, min max values, structure, helper, function menu, function values, min max, function menu, min max value, min max and decibels, level. So what would you call the actual thing you're adjusting? There's the minimum max value, and then you got name, scale, weight scale, I don't know what you call it. I've got a blank. What's it called? If you like pounds, decibels, watts. It's type, isn't it? Scale type, yeah. Scale type, that'll do. Right, here we go then. So we need a we're going to go on bytes. Yeah, we could do bytes. So right, so it's going to be min. Then we want max. Then we want a scale. Now we're going to have a new struct of scales in a minute. So it's all, yeah. Right, scale type. Scale type. Right, and we probably need a name for the scale type. Yeah. So this is won't be a constant. Not a constant this time going around. It's right. So public string scale name equals a string empty string. So let's have a look. Min max we could do with the current value as well. Min max current value. Oh, we could just say value. Let's say current value. Oh, let's just say value. It'll have a value anyway, won't it? Yeah, I better not say value. Value is actually a reserved word. A lowercase, probably. So we'll have it as current value. So obviously a button will adhere to some of this stuff. Scale type, yeah. So we've got that. Right. So what we need to do now is have some scale types, structs. So public struct scale types function menu function menu scale types. Everything has to make sense. So the scale types will be so we'll go off the first one, which is level. There we go. So the level equals right, the scale type for level, so we can give it a scale type. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do on this, just this bit really, but it's got to be done. But I'm straying away from, I'll just get this started, but then we'll carry on with it, sorting the other bit out, as long as we can get this in place and a value showing. I don't know. Let's have a look. So we've got the level, which needs to be a scale type, needs to show you now. The scale types will be defined later, so this is going to be, so yeah, 0 will be level, which will be level we've got going on. Click on level, we can adjust level from -30 dB up to +30 decibels. Right, okay. Yeah, so the scale type will be decibels. Yeah, so for level it's going to be decibel. I'm just trying to work out. So we need to put decibel. Right. Yeah, so we can reuse the type. So this one will be dB decibels. Yeah, dB. That's type 0. I don't know if we're doing this the right way around, but the number will follow this here. So there'll be an appropriate one for each one. Or do we do that when we set it up? Or still need the scale type anyway. So the next one is peak, which gives you LV1 to 5. Right, okay. I don't know. Right, so it's LV. Whoops. LV1 to LV5. This is, yeah, a bit weird. LV1 to LV5. Bit of a weird way of doing it. I'll try a few more, see if this makes sense. If it stops making sense, then we'll think of a different way. Marker. So marker just goes, it's a toggle. So you can't actually select marker. It shows you peak, so you can't, it's non-selectable marker. So the marker's a toggle. So it's an on stroke off. Yeah. Right, so do one more to see if it's making sense or going a bit crazy on us. So we've got colour. So we can choose between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 colours. So yeah, it's not really making sense. So yeah, it's not working out there, so probably, so the scale type needs to choose the scale type. The trouble is we've got so many of them. Maybe I need to do tell it so. These numbers will tie in above, but I don't know. LV, why doesn't it like that? Yeah, it's awkward. So does that need to be, if that's going to be level tied in, it won't make sense if you're using dB somewhere else. Don't know if there's any, so you got some other levels as well. Yeah, AMC level at 100% down to 0 again, so that's just a level. Yeah, it stops at 1. So there are other levels, so okay, so we just call it level. So level dB, yeah. So we'll have different types of level. So level underscore dB. That tells the system what kind of. See, the level for AMC level, when you alter it, just says AMC level. It doesn't put dB on the end of it. But if you go to level, you adjust it, puts dB on the end of it. Yeah. So we'll have the first part will be the type it is, and okay. Then we've got level 1 to 5. Right. Peak. So this one's got to be peak. Level 1 to 5. Level 1 to 5. Can't do a minus, I have to do that. Level 1 to 5. Right, yeah, on off is marker. Right, so some of these are going to be reused. Don't know, it just probably doesn't make much sense at the minute. Marker on off. And we've got another level. Colour. Oh, we've got colour. So this one will be colour. And that goes from 1 to 7, we said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 to 11. It's a colour, and this is crazy. Yeah, 1 to 11. 1 to 11. I'll try one more. See if it stops making sense. Then it's time contrast. So it gives you. I'm on 10. So you can 0 to 20. Okay, so contrast 0 to 20. Hang on, let's change this. One to 11, 0 to 10, oh, 20. Right, so far it's able to be processed. What's the next one? Dimmer is a dimmer value from 0 to 20. Okay, so dimmer takes you to 0 to 20 again. Okay, this is making sense. So, what's next? Right, and you got memory group, which you select and does nothing. Oh, you can't. Yeah, memory group selects whatever memory group you got. So that'll probably be. Yeah, we'll do 0 to 255 on that. Depends on. Yeah, M group. Just shows you a value. Group goes from 1 to 255. So I'll just put a note there. Increases value based on memory groups. I don't know how many memory groups you can have. It's stuck on 1 at the minute. I haven't created any memory groups, so I don't know. Based on amount of memory groups. Right, okay. What's next? Mic gain. It's on 50. Let me go from 0 all the way up to 100. Put it back on 50. So mic gain 0 up to 100. Right, so there's a few to do. Mic EQ, that's either on or off. It's 0 to 1. or on or off. On or off. On or off. Right, processor level. Mic EQ. Did I have it on or off? I can't remember. I'm totally messing my settings up now. Processor level 1 off, or all the way up to 100. Right, okay. Processor level. Shit. Proc level 0 to 100. Actually, it's off to 100. Right, okay. Right, anyway, this is, yeah, what we got, AMC level, I don't even know what that is. That's on 100%. You can go from 1 all the way up to 100. Oh god, what did I say it was on? I've totally messed. There's no way to escape it once you change the value. AMC level, I don't know. I'm probably not going to be able to talk on that radio until I do a factory reset. Right, so let's do AMC level. I need to stop this now. Hang on, AMC level. One to 100. Right, let's just yeah, I'll put the rest in later. Otherwise, we're going to end up in doing this all day long. We're about halfway there. Pitch, key on off. Oh my god! I'll just put a note here to carry on to complete all functions. Okay. Right. Let's get the structure. So what I'm after is a value. Function menu. Right. So we've got a scale name and a type. So the type tells us what we've got the range has got to be. Oh, you got your min maximum range there, that's fine. Okay, so getting a bit off piste here, Dynamic livery, so all that just for a bit of dynamic livery. Okay, right, anyway, so we've got decibel, so we need to create some of these now, scales. So what we're going to need is a list of them. Here's the main function class. So we're going to need to create a new list. Let's make a list. Don't think we've got a list anywhere yet. No. Right, so public static. We're going to create a static list. Go on then. And it's a list of function menu min max scale types, and the name will be it's gonna have to be the same name again. what's going on? Alright, it's totally gone corrupt for some reason now. Equals a new, that's it. Should have pressed that there. Right, so we've got our new public static list. It needs to be created in the constructor. So we need to add it to the list. So we're going to have to do that in the constructor class. Yeah, so we're going to have to set up, have a function here. Right, we're going to have to call it, it'll be a private one. Void set up so we're going to set up the list. Alright, so it wants me to clear it first. It'll only ever be called once, so there's no need to do that. So we're going to get the list. No, we'll create a new function first. Right, here we go. Right, so here we go. How do we do this? So we're going to do a first we'll set up a value. So function menu min max scale type. We'll give it a variable name. Level. Set up level first. So the first one's going to be based on the name of level, peak, okay. Level equals a new function scale type. Oh. New functional scale. Why does it keep selecting that? Yeah, that's it. Function scale menu type. We can do it with the curly brackets. Okay, I think we need that there. Yeah. So we're going to do the first thing in the list. We're doing level, so we need to do min. So we don't know what the min is. Min equals, we'll have to set it for 0. We've got it, min equals 0. Max equals 1. What's next? Current value. Current value will equals, I don't know what it's going to be. I have to set it for 0 for now. What we got next? Scale name. Scale name is going to be equal to level. What else we got? Scale type. Scale type is equal to function menu scale types dot level db. That's it. So that sets that one up. Okay, so we'll have to do one for each one. And we can add level at the end. Or we'll do it now. Let's do it now. Do it after each one. Function menu, add level. There we go. So keep that there, and we'll copy this now. Copy the structure. What's after level? Peak. Oh my god. You can see what we've got to do here. Okay. So this is not right, obviously. Level, it goes from minus 30 dB. So that's a byte at the minute, so that's not going to be right.
From a Nikon IC7760 and mono blender up about 20 meters. Thanks for the content and enjoy the demo day. It's my week here, but it's week high trace. Mike 8 Kilo Zulu Dynamite from Italy, Kilo 5 Sugar Radio Fox.
Anyway, this is what the idea we've got to do. So the level dB. Let me just go back onto level dB. It goes from minus 30 dB to plus 30 dB. Right, so I'm going to have to change. We're going to have to change that a little bit. That's going to have to be a double. That's going to have to be a double. It could be an int though. No, we could do it in int. Not a byte. Current value will have to be an int too. Okay. Scale type can stay in at a byte, or we can go int again. Right. So this will be minus 30, and this one's going to be plus 30. So the level will have as 0, that's good. Peak is on or off, so we're going to have a 0 or a 1. Peak gives you, oh, level, no, it actually goes level 1 to 5. So that will go from 1 to 5, just like that. And the peak is set at the minute, what's it on? Level 1. So you can't have a level 2, level 0, it's invalid. Right. Peak.
I'm not beaming it sharply on you, but anyway, you're coming through very well. I'm running here a sorry, an Icon IC7760.
Okay. Peak. That's the idea.
So back to you, Robert, and thanks very much indeed.
The problem is, to get a working menu, the one doesn't crash. Let's do one more. So the other one is marker. marker on and off, so it'll be on and off, so we'll have minimum 0 and 1. Current value, it's on, so yeah, that'll do. Okay, so we've got 3 in. That'll do for now. So it looks like we need to, we can, I'll tell you what, let's put 1 more, just have 4 of them. The next one's going to be colour.
Robert, thanks for the call. Really appreciate it. Wishing you all the best. Thanks for calling. Enjoy the rest of the day over there in Costa Rica.
1 to 11. Current value equals 1. That's it. So that's that one. Oh, let's add colour. John Morange 4566. Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I was just doing a little bit before we go out shopping on a Saturday normally, so just doing a little bit on it. Hope you're okay. Yeah, so we're just entering 4 in there for now. Yeah, we've created a list of function menu min max scale type. Actually, that should be scale types. Oh no, it's the scale type, sorry. That's the scale types, that's right, yeah, that's it. And we've got to finish them off. I'll put a note down here. To be completed. I'm good, and good morning to you, Dave. Okay, thanks mate. Yeah, so we're going out and about in a bit, I don't know where. I bought some steak last week and we still got it, not cooked it, so I'm good from the storm. Oh, got you, yeah, you said you had to nip off. Yeah. Was you the one in the live stream last night that had to go off in the storm? Or was that someone else? I can't remember now. Louisiana. Yeah, it's Louisiana. So must be late at night there if you're in Louisiana. Yeah. Early in the morning or late at night, is it? Yeah, oh dear. Oh, I'm glad you're okay from the storm, mate. Just south of me, right. There was some lightning storm in just over the water here in the Netherlands. There are places south of me that got half a metre of rain. Oh my god. 1:35 AM, yeah. Mad, eh? Mad. You're almost as mad as me for staying up late and me starting up early on a live stream. But I got back from work yesterday and I've been out in the heat all day and I felt tired, so I went to sleep early. So I was able to get up early as well. So I thought, when I'm awake, I'll just do some more work on it. Anyway, so we've got 4 of them going. It's not showing up lit up because we've not used it anywhere else yet. We've got our menu names. Okay, it's all coming together slowly. So what I need to do then is alter from the controls when we change the function delta, it needs to change its appropriate, so go back to that one. So in the function, if we're going left, we need to choose from the function selected item. That's selecting it, but we need to alter its value accordingly. So we see function item, so that's a function selected item, so that tells us which one was selected in the list. So we should be able to then do something like in here, once it's selected the item, if we're going left, we need to go up and down. Right. Oh, that's changing function. I'm not even bothering putting the antenna back up here. I'm going to be moving next month, so I'm not putting them back up in 34CE. Today it was about 39C. I was like, no, lol. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? A shame when you got to do that. You'd think there'll be this is a crazy idea, but you'd think there'll be some kind of virtual antenna that you connect to online. I know this sounds crazy. So you have a little device. I don't know how this would work, but or I suppose it would be a virtual radio. So instead of switching your radio on, you can just switch a virtual radio on, or remote control someone else's radio. But if you could somehow connect your radio to a virtual antenna, if you've got a virtual radio like this thing, but it could be attached to a real thing or not, could be attached to some kind of antenna array, I don't know. It would have to transfer it into audio and cat control across the network with audio back and forth. So you've got audio in, audio out through different ports probably, and then you're able to send your cat command through. You'd have to have some kind of API on it. This is probably what they're doing already. I think Station Master does something similar, but that's remote controlling someone's existing radio. Yeah, so I'm late to the scene on it, but I guess that's what they're doing. I have a few hotspots and stuff, so be okay. Don't need the HF stuff right now. If I need HF, I have the 891 Atlas in the wagon. Ah, War Wagon, yes. I'm going to get one of those 8-ass antennas, A120. That'll be one of the things to buy at some point. At the minute I've got triple mag mount with some Ampro whips for 2 and 70. No, what? Not 2 and 70. Sorry, 20 meters and 80 meters. But I've got to get some more to go on other bands, so I'll have to screw the whip on and off by band at the minute. I'm going to be taking that down when I go on holiday with me. That's the whole idea of this rig, software and the antenna. So down near the coast, I'll go try and make some contacts. Yeah. So probably might do some live stream from, if there's any signal down there, off my phone. Doing a bit of testing, whatever, contacting. Right, so I need to do Portland.
Oscar, Romeo, November, Oscar, which is about just an hour drive away from the city of Florence. here in central Italy on the well-known area
It's a great antenna. People talk trash about it, but I got my all continents worked within a few months.
Plenty of sunshine, crystal
Yeah.
blue sky, and temperature about already 24 Celsius.
Oh, we've got another one. Another one. Join the chat. Hang on. Let's welcome everyone. Nicholas KM7CTY, welcome. Wow, you're developing a Yaesu front end. I am so jealous. I'm going to school at the moment for computer programming. Oh, brilliant. College level, started coding in C#. My dad taught me, yeah. Oh, fair play. Fair play. Yeah, you'll be good. You've got to move with the times. C#'s great. It's alright. I like C#, but Windows Presentation Foundation I'm using, but it's getting a bit old, but they're still using it. They're still using it, and it's still a viable system according to the AI when I've asked the question. So the worst thing is learning a language that's dying. But there are some newer options that, like, you can go to. I'm working on an older framework here, framework 4.8. But my son, who's the opposite, he's better than me at programming, and I learnt C# from him. Well, he told me to use C# back in 2011, 2012. So I've been doing it from then on. I was doing Visual Basic and Turbo Pascal and all the stuff in the past, but I do microcontroller programming, so I write some firmware, if you can call it that, when you've written it's in Arduino core. So I use an ESP32 and write in some kind of derived C++. So some of the terminology I use in here, like using bytes, stems over from programming the microcontroller. So I'm trying to be memory efficient and stuff like that. So I marry the two together so they both talk to each other. So the gadget talks to my main software, the software talks to the gadget. Not on this particular program at the minute, but yeah, you can do all sorts with it. Thanks. Is this a homebrew system you develop, or are you developing for Yaesu? I wish. No, it's just I'm a licensed ham radio. I think you are as well, and it's basically just me doing it. I bought a Yaesu FT891 to go on holiday with. I've since bought a tuner to go with it. I've created a cage, modelled a cage. I modelled the radio, made a 3D printed cage to go on it, and I've still got yet to make the cage bit that goes with the tuner, so I can grab it and go. You can buy them anyway, but I'm going to make my own. Grab it and go, and then I might even have an area for the laptop to sit on top as well, although there is one already there. So this is the cage I made. So this is the cage I made for it. So I'll take it off the shelf here and fit it in here, and you got push on rack mounting. So you got slidey things under the shelf, on the shelf. You can balance your laptop on if you want. Dust cover. So I'm going to make another one for my tuner. Whether the tuner sits on or underneath, I don't know. Anyway, so you'll have a laptop, your tuner, and this all in one go. Okay, yeah, so if you're starting out, I would get into microcontrollers as well if you do electronics. Yeah, it's all good stuff. It's interesting, but you go down a bit of a rabbit hole with it, because really, I wish I had an FT891 at the moment. I just finished restoring a Kenwood TS530S hybrid rig. Also have a Zygo I can't forget my TR773 2 meters. Oh yeah, I got to create the logo myself out of different layers of colours. Well, it's on Maker World. If you search for Half Greek Geek on Maker World, you'll see it on there. I don't know if anyone's downloaded it recently. We'll have a look. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Right, so yeah, there's the so let's have a look at that one. What's this? Go away. Go away. Right. Yeah, that's it there. That's the one I had it mounted up here. 9 downloads, 3 prints. Yeah, somebody's had some use out of it. Anyway, that's that. Let's close this down. Right. Yeah, so you're doing your electronics, you're restoring some. Yeah, it's all good stuff, isn't it? Really, it's a great hobby, brilliant hobby to get into. Some of the people at work, they take the mickey out of me because they don't understand it. Like, you know, they don't get it. If people don't get it, they just take the mickey. Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I've got some other stuff to put on as well, but anyway, that'll do. Yeah. So I made this radio quick release. So just pull it off like that. Look. It's quick release bracket angled, and it's got the flutes in it. So just offer it up. And that's it. And I'll just unscrew it, put it into the cage, take it with me. So I've got to stop the programming at one point to finish off the carrier for the tuner, so I can take it with me. All I'll do is take with me. I've got another month. Night, Nick. Oh, always. It's very late where I'm at. I'll return back here another day. Have a great day. It's midnight here in the States. 73. Yeah, 73. Nicholas. Have a good sleep, mate. Have a rest. And we're on sometimes weekends. I'm on early in the morning, and most of the time I'm on in the evenings. So in the week I'm on in the evenings. Saturday I'll be probably on twice, in the morning and evening. Sunday in the morning, and then the week it's just in the evenings. So yeah, catch me on here. There's no getting rid of me. Have a good day anyway. Yeah. Oh, good night. Yeah. Have a good night. Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, Mike 9 Juliet Bravo Mike QRP. Good morning.
QRP.
You got a 5/757. Very good signal being QRP. I'm located in central Italy. Roger.
He's coming over well, but I don't know how many watts he's got. But he's talking to someone on QRP. I could give him a shout, I suppose.
I'm sorry, but I'm losing you right now.
Well, I'll crack on with some programming. Right, so what am I doing now? Yeah, so I've got to somehow interact bring up from the selected menu item. So if I'm going to go left, now that's just the function moving, so I need to do it off the button changing. So right, go over to this function menu. So the selection knob, preview mouse wheel. So if I'm moving the mouse wheel, if I'm only in transceiver mode menu, then it'll do that. If not, I'm going to be doing scroll. If I'm in main, I'm going to do scroll based on cursor mode. Right, so okay, so I'm doing a scroll. I'm actually trying to do something there, but I'm not sure what that is. Let's have a look. Go to the definition, change the span lengths, scroll the pointer. Okay, so I forgot I'd done that. Let's run it up and see. It's stuff I did a while back. Not that too long ago. The project's only been going for about 6 weeks. So if I scroll, what does this do? Change that. Ah, there it is. So that so while I'm in this mode, I'm moving that around. John Morange says, I'm wondering if I should print that in ASA or PCCF. Too many choices. But if not PLA, well, it's gonna melt. Yeah. Well, I did mine in ABS. Believe it or not, it's 90-degree heat, and it's UV for outside as well. So that's I've got PLA and I've got ABS. I buy ABS for making junction boxes, well, enclosures and stuff. So made stuff out of ABS. So it's supposed to be UV compliant and low melting, well, higher melting. So that's what I use, but yeah, I suppose you could use anything. When you're printing out the long ones, John, when you print out the long ones, the pieces on the model, give your bed a really good clean on the edges so it sticks. Because if it needs, as it gets towards the edge, it tries to curl and stuff. So yeah, you have to show me. Well, take a photograph and stick it on Facebook. I think there's a group on there. Let me have a look. Can't remember if I set a group up. I think I did. Alright, let me just find this group. I set up a group, but I don't think anyone's put anything in it. Have I got, oh, my groups. Right, where's the one I made then? Ah, here it is. Yeah, so let me just show you this. So set up a group, 5 members. I didn't know I had any members. So I set this up a while ago. Oh, it was to do with this switcher I made, the antenna switcher. But I suppose, did I make another one called FT something? I'm sure I did. Hang on. Let me just see if I made another one. No, I didn't make one. So I need to create a new group, don't I? I'm going to print it on my X1C. I think I have ABS to have about 50 spools. Okay. I'm going to print it on my X1C. I'll turn off the fans and turn up the chamber temp. Yeah, I say it might print out alright in this temperature anyway, really. Right, I'm going to create group name.
Probably will drop down quite quickly on a short sleep, I guess.
What am I going to call this?
So beautiful pictures on your QSF.com webpage regarding your towers and panels and this track, very fine. Running here about 500 watts. Actually, probably since our last contest, it said I added the IC7760 by the icon, which I'm using right now. And the antenna is still the same, and then the monobrand plug-in by the LTV up about 20 meters. So back to you again, Rex, 004 India Victor, India Kilo 5.
Right. There we go, created a new one. Right, so okay, so yeah, any ideas or anything, just paste them onto there then. Right, that'll do for now. I'll better get rid of that for now. Right, anyway, I forget why I put that on there. Why did I? Yeah, just so people can follow along anyway, basically. What printer do I have? Oh, it's only a P1S. It's a Bamboo Lab P1S, and I've got the AM-S2 Pro, or the Pro 2, on the top of it. Yeah, I haven't used it since I've been doing this programming. It's not been switched on. I've got to switch it back on again. Yeah, it's been a good one. It's not that many hours on it, I don't think. Still tight, that one is. Still good. Yeah, so I've got to get some more filament. I've got some left, but I need to stock up on some filament at some point. Yeah, it's a great thing. Great thing. I'll just model it in SketchUp Make 2017. Oh, thank you. That's good. I don't know enough people on there to. Thanks for that. But yeah, any ideas? Any ideas to add features or whatever? Well, I'll have to, obviously you'll read that, I don't always have a lot of time for updating I've got so many different avenues for social media that I don't always have the time, but if I see it, I'll do something with it. Yeah, so I thought I've got the other one on there, but maybe we'll lose the one. I'll have to put a link into it when so what I'll have to do is stick a link into it. Plus at some point, probably on the next stream, I'll put a link to it in the comments. So we're doing a scroll bar, and we're doing this scroll the points of the delta. That's the cursor mode, so go back on that. So if we're in main, we're doing the cursor mode. Right, so we need to alter choose what function menu we're on. We need to switch by function menu as well. So let me have a look at that. I've got to work out. You included so much in here already. I don't know if any features anywhere else would need less keyboard to keyboard CW stuff. Keyboard to keyboard CW stuff. Yeah, I don't know what that is. You have to elaborate on that. Yeah. We've got a lot to do to get the basics running properly, you know. There's so much to do, but we'll have to do a bit each time. So I'm trying to work out. So if I scroll that, if that doesn't do nothing unless I'm in this mode, then it does. But if so at the minute it thinks I'm in level. So that sort of adjusts that, which would make sense. So if I'm not in cursor mode, it doesn't, it'll just do level, that's it. But if I'm in there, it overtakes, so probably needs to update that. But I'm actually in level. It needs to either blank it or something. So there's a trouble with the multifunction knob. It takes a bit of working out the. So at the minute, it needs to be based on level. Basically, if I would type on the keyboard, it would automatically send what I'm typing in code. Yeah, send the code out. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, yeah, that is a good idea. Now, whether I remember it, probably if you could just paste that into that Facebook group so I can remember it. It'll be good if you could do that. Because I did program Morse code years and years ago on a 386. You type in some and it turns it into dots and dashes, so it wouldn't take much to make it do that. And it'll be nice to be able to, if it plays out through the speaker and it decodes it as so it's good for testing. So basically the same software sends it, and if you're in decoder, it'll be decoding it because it's coming out the speaker and it's going back in, sort of thing. So yeah, that's a good feature to add. I mean, we're only just touching on this decoder side of it. So you'd have decoder and the ability to type in a string. That would be great, wouldn't it? Just like probably a little drop down or something underneath here that you type into. So then you can just press enter and it'll send it out. Option to send it out for learning while you're offline and to control the radio. Yeah, should be able to send the Morse through the radio somehow with a keyer, because keying, you can do keying from cat control, so you wouldn't have to send the audio through as a beep, as a dit and a dar. You could just key it. Maybe, yeah, that's great to have in the brilliant feature. Yeah. So that's something we've got to do. So what I could do is enter it into. We'll have to open up. Excuse me. Just close that second. I'll pin it in the group. Okay, I'll put it in here as well because it's a good idea. It's alright, I haven't got a link to Event Horizon at the minute, which is the other software I make. My throat's getting groggy now.
or something like that. Right now, something that is absolutely unbelievable and unthinkable. There's no more possible that
Right, so a memo, code snippet, marketing, what else have we got? Recommendations. Right.
And we have been touching 40 Celsius, 41, 42 during between the end of July and the early August, which was really unbelievable 40 years ago or something like that. So, and now it has become normal. What I want to say is that something changed, that's for sure. And there are really winters are disappeared here in the southern part of Europe, or at least here in the central Italy. I mean, the latest that we have a snow was in 2002, almost 24 years ago. Right now, our winters needs a temperature always around 15. No lower than 15.
I just want to thank you and 10% of the money you are selling this for. Well, I know it's free. Yeah. Well, if it's when it's open source, you can't sell the code, but what you can do is package it up into a file you can run, and then you can. And then they can make money that way, but I mean, it's got to be a working good thing yet. I mean, we're still developing it. Got to make sure there's so many safeguards in it and stuff. Right, let's close that one down. That's my other program. That's where I put information normally. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's a bit of a funny. I'll just say, yeah, any ideas? I've got to make them work yet. I've got a lot of ideas. Well, I want to put the QRZ stuff in as well, so you can log a contact. That's the whole idea of that as well. Find a clear channel as well, that's got to go in. Give me a list of clear frequencies. You have criteria like so many bandwidth away from busy channels. There's so much stuff. So that's my selection knob. So if I'm in main, I need to switch right, so do the scroll bar cursor mode. That's not always though, is it? So what I need to do now is switch via function menu. So function menu class selected item. So we got a selected item there. So we know what we're on. We've got to do something. It's a public static, so let's go back to there, and we're going to have a switch statement here. So that's when we're in main. Still got to do it in other mode, so we're going to have to rewrite this bit. So still we're working on loads of different areas, so we'll need a function here really for doing this. We'll put it in here for now. We need a separate function that probably does it from the function menu class. Yeah. So you've got to work out what transceiver mode you're in, depending on what the buttons do, but then no, you might want to adjust stuff anyway. So yeah, if we're in main, well, we'll do it from main for starters. Tell you what, let's not do it from main, let's leave that one there, and we'll do transceiver mode is equal to transceiver modes dot, what was the next one? Noise filters. Yeah, noise filters. So when we're in noise filters, we'll just, this is a test just to see. So we'll have to switch, so we're going to have to go function, menu, class, dot.
Yeah, we find Rex that for all BD is quite interesting, and that's for sure that something's changed also because of the fact that our human activity is that's for sure.
Alright, so we're going to switch that.
The battery is dropping down.
Case,
still fly by V29, but you drop it down a bit just before I don't want to lose you. Let me say
menu.
thank you very much indeed. By the way, is that an Aurora? I mean, a northern light, what I can see on a picture on your QRZ.com, is that correct? Over?
Right.
Yeah, okay, very fine, Alex. Very fine indeed, absolutely interesting. Yeah,
Okay, so
you're right, it's a southern light.
Doesn't actually know. I haven't got a. Have I not got a routine? Change the function menu. Oh, menu directions.
Thanks very much. Thanks so much indeed. I really appreciate the beautiful QSL.
Right, I don't know if I've got one ready for that.
It's 30 minutes past 9 in the morning here.
When I get some money, brother, I am buying you a few coffees. Probably will send you a tenner or two once the company starts. So yeah, no problem. You don't feel obliged for anything. Yeah. You're participating. That's the main thing. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks anyway. But it's all good. It's all good. Best of luck with your business. I got a business and I work full time, but my business only costs me money from my full-time job at the minute. It's easier to keep it running than to close it down at the minute. So, but in the UK, it's terrible trying to if you're creative and you want to make something. You've got to go against the mainstream stuff. It's difficult. I've tried, but I haven't taken the full, plunge into it. Kept it going alongside as a backup plan, in case my job goes tits up at any point. And I will just try and fall back on that, which is probably the little push I need. I'll keep trying to get my gaffer to make me redundant, pay me some money, but he's retiring soon, so that'll be the end of that.
Thanks for watching, Rex. 04IV
yeah, no problem.
Thanks indeed, Rex. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely right. We should be.
Nice signal coming off that one. So, what I've got to do is track which menu I'm in. I thought I had that ability already. Where did I have that ability? Maybe I haven't made it. I've got a function menu. Oh, there it is. Alright, so, okay. Case, function menu, level. Yeah, here it is. Okay, let's put a few more in. So, what's the next one? Can't remember which one it was now. I'll have to check on here. Peak. And this one is marker. Okay, oh, we put 4 in. We're doing 4 at the minute, so just as a test. What's the next one? Colour. Okay, so we can switch. When we're in noise filters, we're just... I have to upgrade my license to be able to get to the frequencies you guys normally hang out on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to work 2 meters and 77s. I've only this last 2 years got a HF radio. I bought the Yaesu FT891S a couple of years ago, and then I bought an FT891S for VHF UHF, and I bought this little FT891 for going portable or mobile. I didn't want to drag the big one around, so yeah, it's worth doing. I mean, I'm lucky. I had my grandfather rights to they just gave me the full thing. Just I had a gap where I didn't bother applying for the license, and I just got it back based on all the other stuff. Yeah, all good radios. Yeah, they're nice. They're all right. It's just the modern stuff look a bit plasticky, the knobs and stuff. Yeah. Just give me a second. Right, we've got to wrap it up in a minute, so I've got to go. We're going shopping, out and about before it gets too hot. So we'll have to join this back again at some point. How long have we been going? 2 hours, yeah. So this one, when it's in level, let's we could alter the level. So if we're in function menu level, we would need to alter the level parameter. That value there needs to be altered up and down. I don't think we're going to get much further today. Well, we could write to it. Let's write to the value. Right, there it is. That's the variable. Or just for something to do. Text block dot text equals. Yes, sir. Good seeing you again. Oh yeah, no problem. I have a DX10, but would have been happy with a 710. Yeah, I would like a DX10, but originally, I'd love a massive radio with all the massive knobs on. Quality stuff, £10,000 worth, but the best I can do is a software front end. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good radio. So I'm going to go back to, for level we need to interact with, so we need to get the value out of there, so equals function menu class dot type list dot index function menu selected item dot right, so current level, current value. I had a TS990. It's a great radio. It was too big and super limited compared to all of the newer stuff. and way too heavy. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I'm going to revamp in here because I'm set up for streaming. I'm going to revamp the area. I thought about creating some kind of ham radio something streaming thing, but there's so much stuff I'm working on from time to time, it's difficult. So I can at least have a good picture on QRZ of the desk. Everyone wants to show their setup off, don't they? Anyways, I'll get out here so you can go shopping and tell me what. Tell the wife it's my fault. Yeah, we'd have to go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get this little thing to change. So as soon as I alter the level, I want it to hang on. So I need to do. I'm just going shortly myself. So let's create a level. So we know the level is a int. So I'm going to do an int level equals that one, and we'll call it current value. So we get the current value, and then we're going to, depending on which way we're scrolling, if the delta is greater than 0, so if the delta was greater than 0, then we're going to go level plus plus, else level minus minus. Okay, so that'll sort that bit out, and then what we've got to do is write the level back into the function menu, and we've also got to check its bounds, but I won't do that now. So current value is equal to level. Okay, now it's not liking that for some reason. Right, current level is int. Oh, too many equals. So we write it back in, and then we want to change the level to the current item. So text equals, and that'll need to be a 2 string. Right, so that will write the level. It's not doing any checks, but let's just see. Right, hopefully that will work. Let me give this a try, so at least we can stop on something. Right, so we've got to go into station scope, is it? Filters. So we're in filters, so we've got 128 as it's not even the default value. So if I go scroll up, we've got something going on. Didn't see what it said, it errored. Int level equals current value. Now what did I create? The current value, set the current value to of level. I set it to 0. That's okay. So int level, so it didn't like something. But it did interact with it at the right point. So to find out what that is, I'll have to move this somewhere out the way down, and switch over to it, and scroll the mouse, Index was out of range, must be non-negative or less than the size of the collection. So what index? Right, so it liked the index there. Function menu, selected item. So I don't quite get what I'm there. Anyway, I think we'll leave it at that for now. That's where we got to. I'll put an extra eye on it so it won't compile, so I know where I am when I start the next time. Let's just update the changes. Commit. Tidy up. Push it over to there. Okay, anyway. So we're back on this one. Thanks everyone for watching. Let's see. 73 all and John. Jean and Andy and Nicholas and anyone else that came in. I've got a few old comments in this one. Andy was there. Ian. And Ian. Oh, I am Nick Davis. And Nick. Anybody else? No. I've missed anyone, but anyway, I did say all as well. I'll catch you later on today. I'll do some more later on today. Thanks for watching, have a good one, and bye for now.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. The art of leadership is delegation.
That information is not available. This constitutes all available data.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.